Welcome to our gear video, where we will be covering everything that we're carrying with us and wearing. On the screen, you'll see a list of everything that we're going to cover. We're going to try to do the best to hit everything, and we've got sheets of paper to make sure we hit everything. There might be something missing, but in the description below, you'll see a link for lighter packs. If we miss anything or anything changes in a month, we're going to release a video with updates for everything that we've talked about so far. Starting with clothing, we'll go ahead and start with our hats. We're both using Sprints. They're lightweight, they're comfortable, they keep the sun off, which is what we're trying to avoid, and they breathe, bed breathing. Mine's cool and bright and disgustingly green with reflective lightning bolts, and Jenny has delicious donuts.
Then we have beanies. I got an outdoor research beanie. I really like this one just because it is super lightweight. I think I got it off of the REI website, but yeah, good choice, I think.
Mine's just off Amazon. It's cheap, and these are our gooder glasses. I had to get bigger ones because I got a fat head, and pink because, yeah.
Why not?
Jenny's looks cute. Mine looks awfully unmanly.
We really do love these glasses. We use them for all different activities, and I've got like 3 pairs now just to replace them if needed, but definitely recommend them for hiking.
Jenny has a real buff, and I have, QE. I don't know what that brand is, but it's good. It's really long, and it's larger for, again, my fat head, and I can dress like a ninja if I really want to. So.
Yeah, I think buffs are definitely a good thing to bring on through hikes because you can use it to cover your mouth, I guess, if there's like fires and smoke, or if it's really cold. But I also like to use it to put over my head too, to cover my ears. So very multi-purpose. I went with the REI Sahara Sun Hoodie, which is an REI brand. So I really like these because they're just nice and flowy and they have a lot of fun colors. I'll be carrying 2. I'll be wearing one and then probably sleep in one just to keep it clean, and then I can wear it on like laundry days.
I'm doing the same thing with the sun hoodies. I prefer this one, which is about outdoor research, by outdoor research. It's a lot lighter, and I can't speak right now, and I like the color. So eventually I'm gonna, halfway through the trip, if this one gets messed up, I'll just start sleeping in this one and hiking in that one.
So I went with just a regular Nike Dry Fit bra. I had a really hard time figuring out what type of bra I wanted to use. Just a lot of people recommend the merino wool kinds, but I just found them to be really itchy and uncomfortable, so I'm just going with a regular old sports bra. Should hopefully work out. And then we have our puffies. So we both went with Cotopaxi. We just liked these because they were really fun colors, and they're a good option. Yeah, they're very light. They keep us warm. We've tested them out a lot in like 30, 20 degree weather, I feel like, and they were fine. So
we matched and we look adorable, if you didn't know that already.
We picked REI, another REI brand for these as well. But these are nice. They're pretty lightweight, and there's little vents on the sides that you can unzip to let more airflow in,
and this hood goes pretty far over my head, which is really nice. I don't like short hoods that stick up here. It's also very comfortable. It's probably one of my favorite light rain jackets in general.
So I just got this brand off of Amazon. It's called Dry Mile. They are waterproof, and I have tested them under running water, and they seem to do well with preventing water from getting on the inside. I'm still experimenting with them just because they don't seem to keep my hands super warm in cold temperatures, but I don't think we'll have too cold of temperatures on trail, so should hopefully work out okay. But they also have little grippies, so that's nice for gripping.
Yeah, I've got some grip, but mine said they're serious. I got them at REI. They said they're waterproof and breathable. I don't see how that works. but if they say it's true, it must be, right?
Oh, sure.
We also got our watches, which I'm wearing mine. It's the same watch. They're both Garmin Instinct 2. Mine's a 2X, hers is a 2S. This is just the size, I think. But they're both solar.
So I will be hiking in shorts pretty exclusively unless it's cold. But I went with Bay Leaf brand. These are just cheapy ones off of Amazon. I've bought a lot of this brand before and I just really like their products. So, but they do have liners in there too, so I don't have to wear underwear. Just one less thing that I have to carry. So, and I'll be bringing 2 pairs again just to have one to sleep in and one to hike in.
But you also have a pair of pants that you might be wearing.
And then my pants, if I decide to wear pants, these are also Bay Leaf. They're supposed to be water resistant. So they're a little heavier. So I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if I want to bring them for sure or not. But I would like to have an extra pair of pants just in case it was cold.
And I was using a Chinese brand, off name, no name, and decided to get Outdoor Research hiking pants. And not only are they a better color than tan, but they are so comfortable. I didn't realize how uncomfortable my old pants were until I got a pair of these. And I like them so much, even though they're like $80 or $70. I ended up getting a second pair as a backup, not carrying the second pair, but if these tear, I'm just gonna repair them with needle and thread until another pair comes in, because I'm not gonna, these are tried and true for me, so I'm not gonna go with anything else. And I will be wearing underwear. This is the most exciting part of the video. I'm gonna be wearing Hanes, except I don't know which kind, because I have your regular old cotton or something, and then like these performance Nikes, so I don't know. They're comfortable, a little tight, but they're lightweight.
Yeah, and we just got these off of Amazon, pretty cheap too. So
Thermajohns and Thermajanes. We both have these darn tough socks, and I'm gonna be carrying 3. One of the 3 are gonna be on my feet.
I'll be going with Injinji. I've worn them a lot for like ultra races, and I never get blisters, so I really like these for long distances. And I'll probably carry like 2 additional pairs and then just 1 pair of Darn Tough in case I want to wear them. I've been hiking in both and they both feel okay, so, but that's kind of what I'm going with.
These are Dirty Girl Gators. I went with the manly girl, dirty man, black.
I got fun colors.
And then we have some of this extra Velcro tape to put on the back of our shoes, which is already come off on 1 pair. So we've already been hiking in Ultras, and I have been using the Outroad Ultras. I got them cheap at Sierra, and they are fantastic. They're the best shoes I've ever worn. These are broken in. They're almost dead. I've got like 300 or 400 miles on them, so I got another 100 miles to go. And I was planning on wearing these until we start.
And I also started with Ultra. I've never worn this brand before, so I just kind of picked up random style that was cheap. So these are the Torrens, which are pretty comfortable. And then during our hike, I'll be going with the Ultra Lone Peaks, which is the most recommended. And I went for a couple hikes in these and they feel okay, so should hopefully hold up okay.
And I wanted to try Topos, so I ended up getting Topos, and they're comfortable too, but I didn't want to overwear them, so these are what I'm going to be starting with. And they're kind of the same as those, but they're both really comfortable. They're the same kind of toe box. So.
And then these sandals, I'm not sure if I'm going to bring yet. They're going to be more of like a luxury item for me, just because I really like to take my shoes off at the end of the day. So I just wanted a pair of lightweight camp shoes. So these are the Zero Shoe brand. So I'm still deciding. If you guys have suggestions on whether or not I should bring these, let me know, because I'm not sure if I want to carry that extra weight or not.
I'm going to use my unlaced shoes as sandals. So the next section is big items, which includes our packs. I used to have an Osprey like Jenny, but she got a newer Osprey and I got a Gregory Focal 48. It's supposed to be 48 liters, but because I have a large, it's 52 technically, which is good for our big bear cans. And it's very comfortable. The mesh in the back is really nice because it lets it breathe, but it also keeps it rigid with these lines on the side, these poles that are built in, which hyperlight backpacks are lighter, but you'll get all sweaty against the back of them. And then I also have 3 carabiners, little G series carabiners. I believe I have 2 down here at the bottom and 1 at the top. I'll explain that later. And yeah, overall it's just really comfortable, and I'm going to keep the brain because I need the space.
I went with Osprey, the Asia 58. I really like this package. It's super comfortable, plenty of room for all my stuff, including the big bear can.
Beer can.
So I'm still deciding if I'm going to keep my brain or not. Just because it might take off a little bit of weight, and I think I might have plenty of space in the inner part. So we'll see.
We also have these shells that come with them, or they don't come with them. We ordered these because they're fit for these bags and keeps our stuff dry.
Decided that we wanted to carry fanny packs. It was just nice because you could easily access certain things like sunscreen or chapstick, snacks. Also kind of redistributes the weight a little bit to the front. So
put some more on your hips so you're not carrying it all on your shoulders.
And these are, the brand is 4 Monster, which we just got off of Amazon pretty cheap, and they're super lightweight.
Our shelter is a Durston X-Mid Pro 2. It's made out of Dyneema, and it's very comfortable. We got the Plus because we thought we needed the extra space, and apparently we probably could have gone with a 3, but we'll just stick with this because it's expensive. The space inside is kind of like catty corner kind of shape, so it's hard for us to fit our bags in there with us while we're sleeping, so they have to stay in the vestibule, which we're not really happy about, but I mean, kind of keeps our gear with us. We would have gone with a 3.
The nice thing about this, the Durston brand, is they are semi-freestanding, so we can use our trekking poles to hold it upright. Just another way to multi-purpose our different types of gear.
Yeah, get rid of all those poles. It's probably a lot of extra weight, maybe. But they come with these spikes, so these are just regular tent spikes that come with the tent. We have a ground sheet that is made for that tent, and we were going to paint this and make it into a road sign, but we have a better solution for that. That'll be explained later.
So my sleeping bag that I decided to go with was Nemo. It's the Disco 15, so it should keep me plenty warm. And this is actually the men's version, just because it was lighter, surprisingly, and it's a little bit just longer, so I'll have a little bit more room to stretch out.
And I'm going with an Enlightened Equipment quilt. It has a sewn-in toe box, so there's no drafts down there. But
sleeping pad, we went with what most thru hikers go with, the Thermarest. Mine's the more square shaped, so a little bit more foot pad, I guess, at the end.
Mine's more like a mummy sack shape, so way better than the foam pads we were going to use.
They're Sea to Summit inflatable pillows, super, super lightweight. We love these.
You can adjust the pressure, and I was just using clothes mashed together to sleep on, which I thought was a great idea, but this weighs practically nothing, and it's so much more comfortable. I've tried both, and yeah, just the ability to adjust the pressure. You can change within a couple of seconds how firm or how soft you want this to be.
We went with Black Diamond. I think I got like a female version, and yours is a male version. So.
Right. They're expensive, but we thought this is one of those things that we need to maybe spend a little extra on. The cork is nice, the lightweight, they're sturdy. Everyone says they're one of the highest rated ones in the PCT survey. And we had to additionally buy the little snow baskets that come with them. Those screw on, and also the road tips that go on the end to protect these down here. We probably need to buy some replacement tips, but we'll just try to take care of them as best we can. All right, the next section is devices. So we've already talked about our watches, so we'll count that in there. But we also have our phones. We're both using the same Google Pixel 7a.
Both decided to go with wired headphones just to,
It's one less thing to charge.
Yeah, one less thing to charge, and just make your lives easier. So I just have old Sony headphones with a little auxiliary cable to plug into my phone.
And I got ONN dot, whatever, it's USB-C. We also have our headlamps, which we were using a different brand, but these are super light. It was Jenny's idea to get these, and I saw the weight, and you'll see the weight on the list. I'll put it on the screen right now, but they're very light, and they're very
they're pretty cheap too. I mean, I think it was $30 for one, so it's Nightcore brand. But yeah, they're pretty lightweight, which is awesome, and I like them so far. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that they're corded, but
saves some weight. And then this little guy, the Garmin InReach, will be carrying as a little personal locator beacon. So I'll be carrying this on me. We debated whether or not we should both carry one in case one of us like falls off a cliff and can't push the button. But
we're gonna take that risk. We're also gonna bring one battery pack, which Jenny will carry, and I'll put that on the screen for you to see. But I'm not gonna carry a battery pack. I'm going to, and this is where those 3 carabiners on my backpack come in. I'm going to be using a solar panel, and this is very effective, like Big Blue. It charges 3 devices. It charges my phone insanely fast. And we're gonna have the sun on our backs. We're going north, and we're gonna be hiking most every day in the daylight, so I should be pretty good. And if we need battery and the sun's not out, we can use our battery pack. If the sun is out, this thing can probably charge a couple devices and her battery pack while we're just hiking, because we're gonna always be charging ABC. That's a Vince acronym. Probably more than Vince, but whatnot. And I was originally gonna bring my GPS, but I didn't because it was heavy. And then I was gonna bring the radio, which is actually propping up my phone right now. And that's also really heavy. But I found out about this recently. These are mesh devices, Meshtastic. And essentially they're very lightweight. They clip on and they Bluetooth your phone. And we've been told many times that you're not gonna have cell phone service out there. So these will help us communicate if she happens to hike ahead of us or one of us goes off to poop or something. We'll be able to text each other on an interface with a phone app called Meshtastic. And essentially these two just talk to each other, text messages. There's no voice. They're longer range. They use very little battery life. I mean, this one has been going on for over a week. And I have the GPS turned off on it, but hers doesn't have GPS. If you get one of these, I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check them out, but no need. To support our electronic devices, our next topic is electronics, which is kind of a vague thing. It's our electronics kit, and I'm not going to pull every little thing out, but I'm bringing 3 USB-A to USB-C cables. They're just generic cables. We're also going to have to bring a USB-A to Garmin because Garmin uses a special connector and it's really annoying, but I get it, waterproof and all that. We'll also need to bring a wall charger, which this one is created by we also need to bring wall charger so she can charge her battery pack, and I don't know, we can charge anything with this as well when we're in town. It's by a Monner. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's an off-brand, but got it on Amazon. I'm also bringing a lot of SD cards, various brands like 256 gig micro SD cards, and to interface with those micro SDs, I've got to use an SD adapter, and then to read that with my phone, I had to buy an Uni reader. It has USB-A, which I won't be using, USB-C, so I can pull videos off of my phone for day-to-day, and then I would just plug in the SD card reader with the micro SD in it. It's complicated, but it's the only way I can do it to save space because whatever. And I'm keeping all these in plastic bags just to keep them protected.
First aid kit. So we'll just be using a Ziploc bag for storing everything to save weight, but just general first aid like Band-Aids, gauze, cleansing wipes, and super glue, because you never know, you might have to super glue a wound closed or something. We do have a couple N95 or
KN95.
KN95 masks. So in case we do have a lot of smoke, we can use those to kind of help protect us. We have Leuko tape, regular bandage or like medical tape, a tick key in case, I don't know if ticks are a problem, but
it's light, it's super light, so why not, I guess.
And then we're carrying, we do have Neosporin in there, and then just a bunch of different medications. Tylenol, ibuprofen, Midol for me for that time of the month. And then somebody recommended Benadryl, which I think is a great idea in case there is an allergic reaction. It also just maybe to take before bed if you're wanting to help fall asleep. And we just got Imodium for if we get like Giardia or norovirus, which is common. So hopefully we don't have to use these, but we'll pack some of those in just in case we're having the shits.
And from Rawology, we have a cork ball, and we were gonna each bring one of these things, but there's no point. We can just share the cork ball. I don't know how big that is, but I mean, take your best guess. That's the one that feels comfortable for us. It's super lightweight. It's just cork. But after that, we have our repair kit, which this is really simple too. I've got vinyl tape in here, a piece of cardboard with 2 needles and some thread taped to it to keep them from poking anything, but also keep it together. And then I've also got alcohol wipes to wipe anything down before I stick it on there, various patches from the tent that they sent us, and then also an extra buckle for some of our dry bag stuff, and a O-ring for our water filters. So it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I can sew, and yeah, I think we'll be fine. You know?
We'll survive.
Yeah, we'll survive. I will survive. Hey. Those are great stuff. It's our lawn chairs. I mean, we don't have any furniture in the house, so.
So toiletry. So I just got this little bag. I might end up switching to a Ziploc bag just to save weight because this is somewhat heavy, but just to carry all my essentials. I will be carrying tampons instead of using a cup. Just, I don't know, for me it's what I am more comfortable with. So toothbrush, he's got the same one. And then I'll carry a little thing of floss. We're just gonna carry little tiny tubes of toothpaste because we considered the like powdered or whatever kind, but it's whatever. So we're just gonna get a bunch of little ones and we can send more if we need them. And then I'm carrying just a little brush and mirror set, which is pretty lightweight. I just got this off of Amazon. It's Anthraxy brand, but it's got a little mirror too, so I can, I don't know.
What a name. Anthraxy. That's the name of the company. I also put some Q-tips in here because I'm addicted to cleaning my ears. And some tiny little tweezers that I don't know what that brand is. Tiny, tiny, tiny tweezers.
Oh yeah. And I'll be carrying clippers and tweezers too, so.
Yeah, I'm going to be using that because I'm going to cut my nails.
We're both going to carry little hand sani containers. Hopefully that'll be good enough to kill all the germs. Some people have talked about bringing soap, but we're just gonna go with this.
Yeah.
So.
We're also doing towels, but I traded my towel in for hiker towel that will be a sign for hitchhiking as well. This is not a very good material to dry with, but I might not be using it to dry off. I might just shake myself off like an animal.
I got a little microfiber towel. This is Elite Trail Magic. It's really light. I might just throw it on my pack and have it to, I don't know, wipe my face or wipe my feet. I don't really know.
I feel like it's gonna be gross.
Yeah, so we'll see. I might keep it in my bag to use, but. So my pea cloth So this I'll probably just hook onto my fanny pack. This is pretty commonly used by women on the trail. It's great.
And when I go pee, when I get done, I just shake like an animal, and usually I'm pretty good to go.
My pooping situation. I have a little trowel for digging. Can't remember what brand this is. Nature. Very lightweight. And then I am carrying toilet paper. I'm more comfortable using toilet paper than a bidet.
Yeah, I'm bringing some toilet paper, but this is for an emergency because I, as the sophisticated individual, will be using a little bottle of water, which is a little heavy, but I'm going to put this little nozzle on the end of it. It's a bidet nozzle, and I'm going to squirt my little butthole, and that's how I will clean myself. And if it doesn't work, I guess I'm just going to go with toilet paper. But this is not for our butts. This is for our bodies. We plan on using dude wipes because dudes don't like to smell like girly things, and in nature, out here in the wild, we're going to have to not be scented. Hence these extra large dude wipes that work really well. They're a little heavy. There's 48 in there, and you go through a couple every time you give yourself a little bath in the tent, but you feel way better than being sticky and stinky, at least until you can get a shower. It just helps. Yeah. So the next section is foods, and for storage we're using various things, bare canisters or dry bags, which that's going to be in the next sections. So bear with us, it's a little off. But starting off, we got our utensil when we eat our food. It's this nice little Tokes titanium, I believe.
It's pork.
Yeah, it's the best kind of eating utensil. It's a bit long for me. Somebody's making a joke right now and giggling. And because we use these Lightsmith large 20-ounce containers. They do really well for cold soaking. I already have some ramen in there, but you can tell that these spoons are way too long for this container. And they carry heat really well, which is good because they might be getting some boiling water in there.
Yeah, they're great. We love these. Highly recommend them. They're super cheap. Then I'll go over all our food cooking containers. I'm the one that insisted on bringing fuel, so I will be carrying it.
And I'm going to try my best to cold soak everything. I might take a hot cup of coffee occasionally from her. Yeah. Hopefully.
So our stove is going to be this little guy, MSR brand.
Pocket Rocket.
Pocket Rocket. We've used this many times and it's worked great. Very lightweight. And then we have like a little stand to put our fuel on and everything. Then this is our little fuel guy. So we'll just carry a small can at a time and replenish as needed.
She will carry a small can as needed.
Big lighter for
ignition. That
flame. And then this will be our little container to warm up our water in. This is Tokes, I believe. Yeah. So this is a 750 milliliter container by Tokes. So really small, lightweight again. So really nice. And you can actually, put extra stuff in there to hold more things. I'm carrying a little mug just because I'm gonna want my hot coffee every morning. So
she loves coffee.
So this is GSI Outdoors. This is very lightweight as well. Probably don't need the sleeve, but I'm gonna probably bring it anyway just so I have that. But very lightweight. We love it.
I'm drinking coffee out of my container, which some might find disgusting.
Yeah, he's just gonna use his container for
especially
everything.
With ramen being in it recently. And then I also printed out our fire permits. We both ended up getting fire permits. They took less than 5 minutes. I don't even think we were completely awake in the bed yet. And we both got both our permits. I double-sided both of them and then laminated them so they would be waterproof, and we're both going to carry it because this weighs nothing. Our next section will be hydration, and the majority of our water is going to be these smart water bottles that are liter, and I think we're going to carry 4 of these. Some people say, well, you might need 6 or 7. Bear with me. We're going to carry 4 of these. That's going to be the general thing, 2 in each pocket of our packs. And we have these dromedary, or I don't know how to pronounce it, these bags, which we were going to collect water with by Sinok Outdoors, or yeah, Canuck or Sinok or whatever. And I have it upside down. We're going to collect water in these and connect them to our Sawyer Squeeze, not the mini, and just roll these until we get all the water pushed into each of these liter bottles. If we happen to carry or need to carry 2 more liters of water, they're 2 liters in capacity, so we can carry 2 dirty liters with us on top of 4 clean. And then once we empty 2 of these bottles, just filter this out and we're back to, you know, what we needed.
And we're going to carry 2 Sawyer Squeezes just because we thought about bringing 1, but if 1 breaks, we talked about bringing iodine tablets in an emergency, but we're just going to bring 2. It's not much extra weight. So next is our Sierra gear, which we will be sending to ourselves in
Kennedy
Meadows South. So we were originally going to carry our bear cans through the desert and decided we're just going to send it to ourselves in the before we start the Sierra, because it'll be like 2.5 pounds lighter. So I think we'll be happier with that. So I don't know if you can hear our cat.
Do you hear the cat?
Yelling at us. So we have our Camp Corso?
Camp Corsa.
Camp Corsa. Our ice picks, ice axe. Is it pick or axe? I don't know. Whatever.
Yes.
We were hoping to practice with these, but we have not gotten like any snow this year in Nebraska, so we have not been able to practice.
The first year, no snow. I don't understand it.
It's
but
weird.
Whatever.
Like global warming or something. Climate change.
I always love these bear cans. Did you mention that they're the biggest ones?
No.
These bear cans are the 500s, and they're the heaviest, but they also can carry 7 or more days worth of food, which is good because I'm running out of space in my pack, so I might have to put a lot of my food-related things in that, since I have, that bag's a little tighter than I thought. 52 liters, that's pretty hard to do, but we got these nice Snowline Technical Mountain Gear spikes, micro spikes by Camp, and they're good. I mean, they're just spikes. I mean, if you ever use spikes, you know that they're fine. In our next section, this is all miscellaneous things, so we didn't really know how to categorize this, even though I accidentally categorized the dry bags into this section. Whoopsie.
Well, we might use dry bags for different purposes because we've got 3 different sizes, so we might use some for clothes, some for food, electronics.
3 liters,
not really sure. So
5 liters, 8 liters. So probably use this for bear hanging. Put our food in this until we get our bear cans. I was probably going to shove, I don't know, clothes or something in there, and then this, figure it out. Don't know. Yeah, I don't have that exactly perfect yet, but.
well, they work great for just kind of compartmentalize that word.
Compartmentalizing.
Compartmentalizing.
I was going to put all my kits in the green one. That's what I was doing. That way I can keep all the little kits together because they're little. And then we also have earplugs because I don't know how to hold things, but they work well. The people might snore. Really, I got them because she needs them because I snore. So I think she's really going to want to keep them because she's going to get mad at me if I start snoring and she doesn't have these. But we also have bug nets, and these head net bug nets by Sea to Summit as well. They just keep the mosquitoes away. And if you've done any research, you know that there's a lot of parts of California and Oregon that are insanely riddled with mosquitoes, and you can't eat, you can't use the bathroom without them biting your bits. Like, it's, you need this. I mean, I'm not sure if this can't go on your butt, but I mean, at least you can cover your face while you're hiking and you can breathe without being constantly attacked.
And then we just have some, I guess, sun protection. We were going to go with this Neutrogena brand, and then we realized it is scented, so we'll probably still take it with us and use it, but I did get like an Aveeno brand, which is SPF 50. Yours is SPF 50, I believe,
Yeah,
too.
50 plus, yeah.
So mine's unscented, but we'll probably just carry these in our fanny packs likely. Chopstick, unscented.
Unscented.
Our lips.
I believe it's got SPF 25 as well. How delightful. I'm also going to be bringing some tears because of my LASIK surgery. My eyes are still dry. And I got some preservative-free, a bigger bottle of them because I don't want to carry a bunch of little packs. So I've been using these. This one's unopened, and they work great. We also have our bear hanging bags, which is nothing more than a Z-Pax rock sack and some 550 cord that I tied up and put inside, which that cord doubles as a hanger. You can stretch it across trees and dry your clothes, which was something she wanted to do, and I was like, we already got a cable. So
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. We almost forgot, we also are gonna bring, or I'm gonna carry this Spyderco knife. It's really good for opening Amazon boxes and whatnot, or cutting meat and cheese, because we gotta get our meats and cheeses. Also, if one of them cougars come at me, I can back it off and stuff like that, but sometimes this isn't even enough. So I thought maybe I could just bring a Glock 43. I got an extra magazine because you never know when, this many rounds is not going to do. You might need to get a second set of rounds pumped into whatever's coming at you. And, sometimes an animal is bigger than a cougar.
Or, worst case scenario, we run into bears or, something really dangerous out there, and we'll have this with us.
Yeah, it'd be really good to take down a bear and be good to go. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
But the knife is real.
Yes,
that
we
is.
are bringing a knife.
No, not messing with me, cougar.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
That's our gear.
That's our gear.
We would love feedback. We are amateurs. So, any comments about, if you'd suggest something different or dropping something, I don't know. We would love feedback.
Yeah, and I'm sure somebody out there is like, you don't need those mesh devices. You can just, text, I'm a radio nerd. I'm an amateur radio operator. That's my fun, so I'm gonna take it anyway. So don't even recommend me dropping that. It's fun.
Okay.
We good?
I think so.
All right. Well, see you later.
Bye.
Love you.
Aww. They don't like it when we shut the door on them.
Annie, come here. Why there? Come on. Yeah. That's the last baby.